back to a cup of Java, and unfortunately, I've been away for the past 2 days. I've had family over, and I still do. But they won't be leaving for some time. But I'm gonna try to have this episode go on, and let's hope that they don't really affect it too much. So where we last left off, we were just copying stuff over, and we were trying to do draw stuff, and he was getting into the main loop and stuff like that. And I didn't quite understand where we stood, but we'll see how it goes today. And we left off last episode talking about um, frame rates, right? So it says sleeping for 17 milliseconds. Each time that the game loop runs means that the game will update every 17 milliseconds, which results in 60 updates per second, so 60 frames per second. Of course, this assumes that the computer is capable of handling the processes every 60 milliseconds, because sometimes you might drop frames or you just can't produce 60 frames per second. All right. So first we create a game loop in the run method of the class, which we have the first right here. And what you're gonna do is while true, so is it capital? No, there we go. While true, so that's pretty much gonna loop infinitely, because I think while true means while the application is running, then it does this. Repaint, we within this add the following segment of code. So why are we adding repaint and we haven't created it yet? I guess we will be creating it shortly. And repaint. So yeah, this one I don't think we've covered this one actually. I don't think we ever covered something like this. So this probably is the code to. Oops. I'm sorry. Nope. Alright, so thread. We did create a thread. Where is it? I don't think we created it yet. So let's sleep. A try catch. I don't think we've done this before, so I'm gonna be paying extra. Interrupted. E. What does E mean? Is error? Okay, so that's what I was doing. This keyboard is crap. It's a Microsoft keyboard. I need a better keyboard. E.print stack trace. I wonder what that means. I think we'll explain it. For sure, these guys are pros. In your run message, it should look like this. So while true, repaint, try. Okay. Let's look at this line by line. Okay, so um, repaint built-in method calls the paint method. We did create that, right? No, we didn't create a paint method. Maybe it's also a built-in method. Well, it would make a lot of sense if it is. Whenever we do something that may fail, like thread.sleep, 17 milliseconds, I guess, the compiler gives us an error saying that we need to surround the statement with a try catch. I guess I don't know why it would fail. If maybe it's a syntax error it's talking about. I don't know. What a try catch does is, in try, we attempt to do something like sleep. If something goes wrong, then excuse me, and the catch will save the information regarding errors, um, and we'll print it to the console. Don't worry too much about it. It's just a built-in failsafe system. I won't fail here. It won't fail here. Just click on the suggested quick fix. Okay. So this is how the whole program should look. So import Java applet class. We have a init, we have a start, we have a stop. So we do have an init, we do have a start, we do have a stop, destroy, and a run. I wonder if the order does anything. You know what? Just so I don't have any kind of weird issues. Alright. Do we need an override for run? Yes, we do. That override. Alright. This will be a short lesson that should wrap up most of our setup processes. We briefly talk about 4 methods that we set up in day 1. Init, start, stop, destroy. These 4 methods run according to the program's lifecycle, which we will now discuss the init method when the applet runs for the first time. It will run the init method, much like a typical program runs the main. Okay. Okay. So we're doing a so in init, it already has a threading. I don't think. Wait. Start has the threading stuff. Let me get rid of that. So why did I mix that up? Oh boy. Why do I have these super things? I'm just failing so badly right now. Alright. Um. Yep. This set size. Hold on. And there we go. That was my aunt. It's gonna be noisy. Set background. Color dots black. And there we go. And set background. Set focusable. I wonder what that means. I'll read the description. This statement makes sure that when the game starts, the applet takes focus and that our input goes directly into it. If this is not enabled, then you would have to click inside the applet before it starts handling keyboard events. So why is it giving an issue? Set focable, focusable. There we go. And then frame. Here again, you must import frame to create a frame object called frame. This is slightly complicated, but just know that the first line assigns the applet window to the frame variable, and the second line just sets the title to be qbot alpha. Okay, just curve paste. Alright. So import frame. So I guess menu control shift O. Okay, there we go. So what does it do again? Frame. We have a new frame object. Get this. Get parents. Like get parents. Hmm. So I don't know why is it getting parents. The parent container of this component. Okay, no clue what it does. It said it was complicated. So applet, color, and frame. Alright. Control Shift O, Control Shift F, Control Space. What does that do? All open autocomplete suggestions. Okay. Should run. Thank you everyone for reading. Feel free to leave questions as well. From now on, I'll be errors. Applet hot Java properties. Hmm. Oh, it did start. Did it? Games. Starting class. Alright. Can't read applet viewer properties file. I wonder what that means. From now on, I'll be including the project folder as a source code for people who don't want to write their own code, just want to examine their own. For people who want to write their own code, or just want, I don't know what that means. From now on, I'll be including the project folder as a source code for people who don't want to write their own code or just want to examine their own, examine on their own. I wonder what the issues could be. New runnable. Hmm. Applet starting class extends. Applet implements runnable. Well, I have that. So what are the issues? Oh, okay. Syntax error. Where else could I have messed up? Or else? I don't think that's working. It's not the right resolution. Wait, why is this in start? That should be in init. Why am I getting so confused here? Let's start. While true. Still errors. These seem to be the errors. Well, I'm gonna correct them and see. And we're gonna do a double session just to get this done. and running. Press. I don't know what I just did. Control space. There's no. What could be the issue? I don't get it. Why is it not working? Alright. Let me check again. While true. Repaint. Try catch. Nothing. Start. New thread this. Thread start. Frame set title. It's not giving any suggestions, so I don't know what's wrong. Cannot reduce the visibility of the inherit method from applet. What does that mean? Um, so it's a. These are parts of applets, right? Right? I don't know. Let me search for this. This is the first time. So could not reduce the visibility from whatever. This again. From visibility of the inherited method. Let's see what Stack Overflow says. That's it. Um, this is the first time I've been stuck. This hasn't really worked. Alright, let me go back to the top. Maybe there's something I missed. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this. Doesn't seem to be. I don't know why it won't work. Couldn't reduce the visibility. From what? From Apple? EPLT. And I guess this is a wall that I've hit. I'm gonna have to find a way around this. There must be an easy explanation. These guys are like talking too much. What if I? I don't think that does anything. Private. Oh, I wonder why it had private. Because if it was private, I don't know. What's the issue now? could not change method visibility to public. Alright, let me run it now and see what happens. Oh, oh lordy, oh lordy. Alright, so it was really my stupidity. I was reading the thing from top to bottom and I couldn't see that I had put private instead of public. I still don't understand what it means. Could it be that because it's private, it would be private to the class, and it won't, and it would be like its own thing instead of like inheriting it from the applet class or something like that, with a public. I don't know. Well, let me run it again. See how that is. Oops, something happened differently this time. It's not accepting the set window size. Why is it not accepting set window size again? Who knows? That was actually a little bit stressful. But I guess that solves that issue. Alright. So key press, key release, key typed. Um, you'll notice that you are already implementing the runnable interface. So you add key listener to the end like so. And runnable and key listener. So control shift O. So I'm on the starting class now. The type starting class must implement the inherited abstract key method key listener dot key release key event. What does that mean? Uh, add unimplemented method. Make type starting class abstract. Okay. Oh, okay. It goes over it right here. Recall that you implement an interface. You must take all of its methods and declare them in your class. So you can easily resolve this by choosing add unimplemented method. Okay. Adding unimplemented methods will do two things. First, it will add the three methods key press, key release, and keep typed to your code. These three methods require a key event object as a parameter. Java is smart enough to import key event for you. Finally, add this key implemented key listener to the current applet by adding to the init method add key listener dot add key listener this. All right, what does that do? What does this mean? The first two methods are self-explanatory. Key typed is slightly more complicated, but you can learn about it here. It's going to the API documentation. Alright, so let's run it and see what happens if it. Okay. Made a window. Okay, I added a bunch of stuff. Key types, key press, and key released. So in key press, we're gonna do a case switch to help program flow. And I guess these are the constants for the keyboard keys. Okay, let's examine this in detail. We learn about switches in Unit 1. It is an alternative to a long list of if statements. A switch will compare the key, which is the variable we're checking for, with values, and then carry out the appropriate response. In this case, the key is e.getKeyCode, parentheses. E.getKeyCode, parentheses, will return the return the code of the button that you pressed on the keyboard. If you were to type system out print line, each time you press the button, it will display the key code on your console. Okay, so that gives you the key code. So those are the key codes over there, I guess. I would imagine. What the switch is doing here then is comparing the key code returned from your button pressing, comparing it with multiple values. Okay. Starting with this. What's today's lesson? On Friday, we'll be adding the background main character. Alright, so let's run this. Well, I didn't expect to see much. There, made runs. I think we're gonna end this here. Um, Still not much progress on exactly what we're doing. It's all building up. So I guess when we've added graphics and done some of the more complex stuff, we'll have an idea of where we're at. So I'm gonna try to do an episode tomorrow, but I know it's been pretty atrocious. The TV's here, people are there shouting. God damn it! I hate doing this when people are around. But yeah, see you guys on the next episode of Cup of Java.